Okay guys, so we're going to move on to the next thing now. So we've got, well, not much going on yet. So when we push play, we've created our menu with a start and quit button. Okay, if you've added anything else, that's up to you, what else you might want to add there. So we start game, takes us to our first level. At the moment it has kind of nothing in, but we've got this countdown timer. So the player has an amount of time to do something, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to add in some objects that the player needs to pick up. So they have to pick up all the objects in the time that they have before the time runs out. Okay, so again, fairly simple game mechanic, but a popular one. So the first thing we want to do is just create this object that the player is going to need to collect. Okay, so back to kind of asset management. Yeah, we're going to go to our content folder, the main folder. Remember we made a folder for our menu assets? Now we're going to make a folder for the game assets. All right, we're going to here. You could again sort of categorize this into different assets for different things. But for now, we're just going to add the objects in here. It's going to right click. What we want is a blueprint class, and we want an actor. Okay, so an actor is an object that can be placed or spawned in the world, all right? Which essentially our pickup object is. So actor. For the purpose of this task, I'm just going to call it coin. All right, we'll imagine it's a coin, kind of taken from the kind of Mario kind of run around and collect coins. But it could be anything. Your object could be, rings. It could be a battery. Your player has to run around, collect batteries to recharge or something. I don't know. It depends on the game that you're making. Okay, so we've got a coin. Double click it. I'm into this kind of viewport. All right, so this is where we manage the object itself that the player would see, like the pickup object. Okay, so we want to add a component first of all. So you can do that up here. And if you had made your own object, like which hopefully you will do, you've made your own 3D model of an object that you want your player to pick up, then you could add it here. Obviously once it's imported, but we're not going to do that yet. So at the moment, I'm just going to pick a shape, just kind of as a placeholder. I'm just going to go with a cube. All right, so that'll be fine. So this is our pickup object, just a cube. Bit boring, but it's fine for now. It's a placeholder. I'm going to scale it a bit. Remember, W, E, and R are your shortcut keys to move between move, scale, rotate, and scale. So R is for scale. Just make it, a little bit smaller. That'll be fine for now. Okay. So there's our object. We want to go over here and just change where we've got these collision presets. The one we want to use is overlap. Okay, we don't want to block anything. We want the player to be able to overlap and sort of run through the object to pick it up. And then essentially, technically you could just leave it as that, but we're going to add a little bit more to it. We're going to add a material. So where you've got materials here, obviously we imported a whole bunch of materials with the starter content. So, well, you can just pick anything from there, I suppose. What shall we pick? We'll just go for some steel, shall we? That'll do. That's fine. Doesn't look that great because it's just on a cube, but it's fine. What else can we add? What I'm going to also add is something to make it a bit more dynamic. Some rotating movement. Okay, so just search for rotating movement, add that in. Compile. That doesn't play it in there, that's annoying. So you won't see it actually rotating here, but when you actually have it in the game, you'll see that. Lots of other things you can add, obviously, but some other simple things you might want to do is add in a light. Let's put in a point light, and just want to move the cube up a bit. Light. Okay, and a light. I'm going to put a light below it, just so that that's going to actually illuminate the ground below that light. You can't see it doing much here because there is no ground there, but that will illuminate the ground below it. Set them both down. Okay, so I've got a light underneath. That light I'm going to make like a nice vibrant colour, like a bright green or something, so it's obvious. Okay, so that'll do for now. So we'll compile that, save that, close it down. Okay, so remember this is our menu level essentially, so I'm not really doing anything with this. So I'm going to go and open my level 1. Okay, so this is where my first level is. I'm going to drag in my coin. I know it doesn't look much like a coin, but it's my pickup object. Bring it up a bit and see that light. Now I can see the effect it has on the kind of the ground below it. It's still a bit big, but I can tweak that in a minute. Just want to test this to make sure it's rotating. So I push play, and there you go. You can see my pickup object is here, rotating with a nice green glow underneath. Okay, you see I can walk through it. That's where I changed the collision to overlap. All right, but it doesn't disappear because we haven't set anything up yet. All right, but we've got our object there. Again, I feel like it's a bit big, so I can just go back into the coin again. Make sure we go to the viewport, get our object. I'm just going to scale it down smaller again. Compile, save. Okay. Obviously, you want to be careful you don't get this, the white ball. So just want to cover that up. Okay, that looks a bit better. All right, that ball obviously you won't see when the game runs. But that's fine for a pickup object for now. Okay, so just spend some time creating the object the way you want it to be. What else can you add? There's actually, you can add some text as well. Just type in text, you get this one called text render. Okay, pull that up. See, it just says text. You could make that say something if you wanted to. Say points. Okay. Compile that. Save that. Come back to our game. And now you can see some text as well. If you wanted it to. Okay. So you can come in and customize all this stuff. Sure there's a way of changing like the color. Well, either way, you can change the material. Here's a text color, sorry. Maybe red or something. Purple. Compile, save. Okay. And there we go. All right, so just spend some time making the pickup object that you want. That'll do for now. And then next we'll move on to doing the interactivity. Okay.